Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new back in the truck series. We're at IRP this week, so got some short track racing. It's kind of like a diamond line up top. Like, you want to run high, but you want to go like in the middle, diamond up, come back down with a cut down. Seems to be the quickest way, but we are car number 5 out of the 17 car field, 60 laps. Hopefully we can keep it clean and not die too much. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we could qualify well, because passing is going to be very difficult. All right, let's see what we can do in qualifying here. I know I can get down to a 21.6. There's a couple guys that already ran that here in practice, so if we could hit a 6 or a 7 at least, I'll be happy with that, just to try to start somewhat towards the front. Hopefully we don't get too many cautions or anything, because that would be unfortunate. Don't really want that to happen. Try to get a run here if we can, but going to be running that diamond line both corners. Go in middle, slide up, try not to smack the wall. That was a really bad turn 1. Slid up way too much. Hopefully the second lap will be better. Line is like very tricky to hit. It is easy to get loose as well. If you brake too hard or turn too much on exit. 21.8 even with a bad turn 1, I feel like. That's pretty good. Oh, I got loose though, dang it. Not able to get on throttle as good. Got on throttle at the wrong time. Definitely don't think we're going to be hitting a 7 or anything like that. We'll see. But I got loose off a 2, so that's going to slow us down. 8:34, so just barely better. Not very good qualifying in that one, so we might fall back a decent bit, which is unfortunate. We'll have to see where we end up starting out at in this race. So far, only a few people have qualified, a 6 being the fastest. I did run this one previous time before. I'll show you guys during the pace lap what happened, but I ran like a 6:79, I think it was, and qualified 4th in that race, but we died in the pace laps, which was unfortunate. But I'll show you guys that here in a second. We'll get rolling here in pacing. All right, we fell all the way back to 7th. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, let me put that clip in for you guys. We were pacing, coming out, like just doing the normal pacing laps, and P1's like wheel and pedals disconnected and came straight up into us, and everybody ran into us. So here's that clip. Oh, what is... I don't know what is happening. I think the one car's wheel disconnected and stuff. That's not a good way to start this thing. It was super unfortunate that happened, and we ended up having no rear end after that, and going into turn 1, I didn't know we didn't have a rear end, and just immediately spun it out because the back end was so mangled up, it had no downforce or anything, so it just spun right out on us. So we lasted about 1 lap of that thing. I had like 8.5 minutes of damage or something. I got like the 2 laps under pacing fixed. There was like a 1.5 minutes or so, and still it was undrivable after that, so I just left. So we finished pretty much dead last in that one. We were the 3 car, so we lost a ton of iRating out of it, but literally there was no race to be had out of it. So that was the clip I had. I tried it the hour before this one, so if something bad happens to me early in this race, then it just wasn't meant to be this week at this track. I'm not a huge fan of this track anyways because of the like kind of single file racing in a way. It's going to be very tough to pass. So we'll see if we can get some green flag racing. That's the main thing. I want to get some green flag racing and see if we could try to make passes or not. Because 60 laps is a long time here, but could be a caution fest as well, which I wouldn't be shocked by. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we can not die first corner. That'd be quite unfortunate.
Green flag.
Don't want to send it in 3 wide or anything crazy. Kind of just going to run this seam for now. Outside's going to get a run right off the start. Got to be careful on guys braking early and stuff. Another guy gets to our outside, but we're able to do our little bit of a cut down there on exit. Oh, they're going around. Oh, the wall saves them. We're able to get by that. I was very close to that because I was taking like my normal line and stuff. That guy is very loose. Try to see if we can get by him on the outside. I don't know if I'll be able to or not just because I got to lift for the wall. I can't really get like a cut down or anything. That guy is losing it actually. He saves it. Now we can get a cut down. We're up to 5th, so we gained 2 spots already. I'll take that. And we'll see if we could try to catch up to these guys. It is pretty easy to spin out. I left everything at default for this track because I don't know what kind of brake bias I really want here or anything. So just kept that at default, and we're going to have our first caution. The guy behind me was catching me pretty quick, the 2 car, so we'll have to watch out for him. He's going to be on our outside to start, but nobody's going to pit 4 laps in at this thing, so we'll see if we can get another decent restart. Alright, we're on the inside in 5th here. Probably going to get passed by the 2 car on our outside. He seemed very quick there right before the caution. But we got a few laps in there. Pacing laps aren't too bad. They go by pretty quick, so that's kind of nice. And we'll see if we can keep up some green flag racing here. If we can go green to the end, it'd be crazy. I'd love to see how the tire fall off goes and all that. But I want to just try to get single filed out and start riding, doing our line that we can, and just doing the best that we can overall. 2 car seems very fast on the outside. I think he missed it in qualifying or something like that. So him starting on our outside, he'll probably be able to get us, I imagine. Because that outside's going to be able to get a good run and stuff on the exit right off the start, I feel like. He's getting by us, which is fine. Almost got nailed by that 17 behind us. That was scary. Try not to get on throttle too hard under somebody, because easy to get loose, which I think the 17 got loose under us earlier when we were trying to get by him. They are fighting hard for the lead. They are spinning out, almost wrecking. Don't know what just happened there.
On my inside.
They were 3 wide for the lead. I don't think the middle guy was really getting pinched up at all, it didn't seem like. To me, at least. I don't know.
That's the kind of problem I was trying to tell you last night, Ted.
I don't know from a bird's eye view, like top-down view, what it looked like. We'll look at it in the incidents at the end. But no caution for it. But we'll try to run our little diamond line here, just trying to keep our cars straight. They are pushing it really hard right now. They're pulling away very quickly.
22.35.
I'm kind of not pushing it nearly as hard as we did in qualifying, trying to not kill the rear tires or anything. Because say we get a long run to the end, I feel like our tires would be pretty good at that point. I always try to think for the long run. I never really think on the short run aspect of things. And sometimes that kills us. Sometimes it works out very well for us, so. It's risk versus reward, whatever you would rather do. If you'd rather gain the spots early while everybody's bunched up, or have your tires saved and hopefully go flying by people easier later if they've burnt off their tires.
22.307.
And us running this diamond line, it's gonna be hard to pass. Like, I don't, they're gonna have to like dive it under me into a corner and be able to still get like a diamond line or something, somehow keep their speed off the exit. I don't know what's gonna happen if they end up catching me from behind.
22.
We seem pretty similar pace. They might be a slightest bit quicker at some points than me. But I can kind of pick up pace a little bit more and hopefully deny that from happening. See, right there, I didn't really diamond the corner, and it was not good. Need to get in low, slide on up, and then get the cut down back. Try to get the car straight as early as possible for the exit so you can get on throttle. Try to do most of the turning while you're slow, and then unwind it as you're trying to get the car turned for the straightaway. I feel like it's a little easier in 1 and 2 than it is in 3 and 4. I went way too high there in 1 and 2. Should get a good run down the backstretch though, but it's a short backstretch. Like, straightaways are short, so you gotta be careful about that. So I'm trying to stay kind of within the dotted white lines, doing the diamond line. That last time we slid too far up like we did in qualifying. I feel like we got decent speed, but passing is going to be difficult. That's why I wanted to try and qualify as best as we could. The only passes we've really made is right on the restarts when people are getting shifted around by other cars and stuff. able to get by them from people slowing up or them in the wall and stuff like that. Not sure who was the one that got sent up into the wall and all that. Who's in the lead? The 10 car? It looks like the 7, maybe? Because I remember the 7 kind of being up there. I don't quite see him up in front of us at all. So it might have been the 7 car that got shipped up to the wall and stuff on this restart. We're on lap 20 already. Laps are flying by. Leader is checking out a little bit from second place. Pulling on the 9 slightly. Pause. Some of these guys are running like a higher line, just trying to get a cut down. But I feel like going in high, you're very easily prone to hitting the wall. Because the car does want to slide around a good bit, it seems like. You got to be careful with that. Like under a little bit of braking and stuff, it wants to slide up the track. Like when I enter the corner, I'm trying to keep the car somewhat straight still to slow it down instead of like turning real hard and slowing at the same time. Once I've got the car somewhat slowed down to when I start putting more wheel into it and stuff. Second place is starting to catch first up there. They could be having a battle up there shortly. That guy is kind of flying. 9 cars catching back up to us. I don't know if he like just laid back a couple laps and started pushing really hard all of a sudden, or I've been messing up, I don't know. We'll see. I ran a 5 on the last lap. Times are definitely falling off with the tire wear. That was another 5. But he's definitely catching me from behind just the slightest bit, like a tenth or less. I think you're gonna have to be a lot faster than that to get by somebody. You're gonna have to be like multiple tenths up on them, be able to get a huge run on them off an exit to be able to get under them. Second place just disappeared all of a sudden. He's still gone. That's sketchy. Ripped to second place, I guess, unless he pops back in place all of a sudden, but we're up to 4th now. He was just catching up to first place too. I don't know what happened, but these two right in front of us are starting to get tight. The 11's getting right to the bumper of the 2 car. We'll see if he could try and get by him. He's been like right on his bumper the last few laps. Got some decent gapping behind the car behind us. Like he's only a couple tenths behind us, and then after that's like 8 tenths, and then after that's over a second, almost 2 seconds to us. So we have decent gaps behind. That was a pretty good 1 and 2. Trying to really roll the corner the best that we can. Not smack the wall, that was close. Had a really good corner there too, rolling like that. I just got to be careful to not get too hard on throttle, smack the wall with the rear end or anything on the exit. Yep, that guy disappeared. Unfortunate. He was very quick, so sucks that he lost connection because he was about to put up a fight with the leader there. And that leader can just kind of like relax big time. 3 cars starting to catch up from behind a little bit. He's slowly been catching us the last 3 laps I could see on the standings. They're getting side by side up in front of us. The 11's gonna have to push it real hard to try to get by. He's getting that cut down even lower now.
22.
He's trying to enter on like this middle line, but so is the 2 in a way. Very tight race in there. It's catching us up to them being side by side, slowing each other down in the corners. Might be able to take advantage of the 2 car. No, he's gonna get passed by the 11. I was hoping they could stay side by side for like another lap or 2. I might have been able to work my way up to the 2 car. But the 2 guys behind me are now catching. Dang, he had a really good launch off of that corner. Didn't slide up as much because he's like right on our bumper. I didn't want him to stick his nose under.
22.737. Deleted it on 22.6.
That was a really good 1 and 2. See, I feel like I'm better in 1 and 2 than I am in 3 and 4. 3 and 4, I don't know if it's like slightly flatter or whatnot, or if 1 and 2's more banked. I have zero idea, honestly. Gonna try our best to get by the 2 car here
22.7.
without hitting them.
Outside.
Good cut down. But it's 1 and 2. I'm pretty decent there, but he had a good exit.
Outside. Still outside.
He's running really low, not anywhere near the wall.
Still
Maybe he burnt
outside.
off his tires or something, because he has definitely fallen back.
22.843. Still out there.
Able to slide up the slightest bit there.
Still outside.
Not going to be able to clear him fully.
Outside.
It was tight.
Clear. Outside.
Trying not to right rear him up into the corner or anything. But we're able to get by him there. That definitely was using up a ton of right front. And slowed us down quite a bit.
04. Good job, Amp. Good job.
But we were definitely catching him, and now they have to deal with him from behind. So hopefully we could pull away from him a little bit as they battle. That would be very helpful for us, because we were kind of moving there, catching him. And had to run a little bit lower, which was really tough on the tires.
22.631.
That's
Sorry.
the 1 car they ended up leaving, I think. Somebody said sorry. I don't want to hear that. I want this thing to try to go green to the end right now.
You're good. I had to lift on that shit.
Pulling away from the 2 slightly. We catching the 11. We've caught him a 10th both last 2 laps. So if we can keep that up, we could slowly reel him in, but that's going to be hard to be that consistent. I don't know if that was me bottoming out or them smacking the wall or something. I think it's the car bottoming out is what I'm hearing. Don't think that was a very good lap.
22.769. Deleted.
Yeah, we were dead even with him. They pulled
22.724.
slightly less than the 10. 9 car got by behind us now. So will he see if he could try to reel us back in from a second back? Yeah, I don't know how that 2 car fell off so hard. But they definitely did.
22.687.
Leader ran a really slow lap on that one. I don't know if he got loose or whatnot. We were 3/10 faster than the leader on that lap. Been running pretty similar times to the leader and this 11 car. Nine car was catching us when we were getting up to the 2 car. We'll see if we can keep that up, trying to keep time on him, scraping the wall just a little bit. But we made a pass successfully. I'm happy about that. He got by us on a restart early, like on this restart, whenever we had it on like lap 6 or 7.
22.
This race is going so much better than I expected just because of how bad the other one was. We literally didn't last a corner. It was very, very rough. I was very sad about that. And then you gotta wait an entire hour to get back to this. Like, I felt really good. We qualified well. This one we qualified worse, but we're running up in the top 3 right now, so we got pace to be here, it seems like, on the long run, which I'm very happy with. Feel like I got a little bit more pace than the 11 car, just the slightest bit, but I think it's gonna be super hard to try to pass him. Been slowly reeling in that leader up there too, it seems like. He's what, 3.1 ahead? Try to keep an eye on that.
22.757.
But like, I'm like dead even with all the cars around us pretty much, like 1st to 5th. We're all pretty dead even right now. On time. It says the 9 car keeps catching me by less than the 10th each lap, and it does make sense because we were like 0.9 ahead of him when he got by the 2 car. He's down to 0.7, 0.8. So slowly catching every single lap. Oh, I'm in the wall. Not do that. I feel like I'm pushing it too hard right now for how long of a race we still have left. We still got 16 more laps. We'll see. I'm gonna keep going because I can't really back down that much. We're gonna see what we can do. I know the closer I get to the 11, the harder it is gonna be to keep my pace, and the 9 car might start catching us more and more from behind. He has a second back to the guy behind him at least, so that's pretty good to know.
9.
But I'm definitely sending it really hard into these corners. I feel like I need to back up the corner the slightest bit, so I'm not sliding through it as hard on entry. Maybe use a little less throttle so I can actually go up the track some,
22.88.
so I don't stay too low still. We're definitely catching the 11 car though. Slow and steady. May not win the race, but may get a second. But man, I need it after the 2 races we've had. The Gen 4 race where we died,
22.
finishing I think dead last pretty much because of that wreck. Lost like 110. And then the truck race that I did right before this where we pretty much finished dead last again because we'd made it a corner. Lost like 124, so we lost like over 220, over 230 in 2 races, which is really, really rough. Lost our 4K, sucks, but it's just a number. We can get it back. I know we got speed and stuff like that. The 3 car is starting to catch quite a bit now. I had way too much wheel into that. Oh, caution. This is going to make things interesting because we are a lot slower. I feel like we got to pit and take tires. Like, there's no way we could stay out and have a good run. I don't know.
We're on 1 to go.
All right, we are in 3rd still. Same running order as we just were running. The 7 car is actually back up here. He's in 5th behind us. That's a little scary because he was very fast. He got put up in the wall, I think, on that last restart. So this is going to be scary. We got like 7 laps to go here. Hopefully we can have a decent start and not die right away because the front was very scary the first 2 restarts of the race. So
You can start working those tires in if you like.
we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can try to get a decent result out of this still because I feel like we had good tires compared to everybody else for what they were saying. And we were going to finish 2nd or 3rd most likely, 4th at the worst I feel like, but we'll see what's happening. Good luck to everybody.
Green, green, green.
Had a decent run.
Quarter outside.
Able to stick on the quarter panel of the 11, but he's gonna get by, but we're single file at least. Let's go. And caution right away. That's what I was afraid of. I did not want to be a part of any of that. So, hey, we're still in 3rd. We had a good start there. Hopefully we can do that one more time, and we can get to the finish, hopefully.
1 to go.
All right, here we go again. 7 cars straight behind us again. I thought he got passed to go to 6th, honestly, but need to try to get a good start here once again. I might try to get more on the 10's bumper this time. Maybe like tap him as he's going. Try to give him a little bit of a boost and maybe keep up with the 11 a little bit better mid-corner. But I was happy with getting single filed out there because we probably could have held on the 3rd pretty well. But we're going to have a natural green-white checkered here, so we could still have another one if we get a caution on this first lap. So this will be quite interesting.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Hopefully we can get a good start and everything again because the restart line's not till up here. I don't know what people are hitting for back there. The guy in 2nd definitely went early.
2 to go.
There's no way he doesn't have a black flag.
9-3. Outside. Still outside.
He did hold my outside really well there. And caution. We're gonna have a green-white checkered. We did get that caution, unfortunately, but we had a good start. I think the 11 might have jumped, so he might have a black flag. I'm not sure. All right, 1 to green. We are in 2nd now. The 11 car did. Somebody asked him if he got a black flag, and he said he did. So he pitted right before we got to the pit lane there and stuff. So we're going to be on the outside in P2 now, which is good, but also scary at the same time because I was more comfortable being under somebody than on top of them. So we'll see what happens. I don't know why the 10 car took like a weird turn before the before all that and stuff. That was really odd. I have to stay at 50 for sure. Like, he's getting a huge advantage because I can't keep up. That is why he's turning. If I keep up with him, I'm getting a black flag.
That's a good lap, man. That's a good line.
2nd place is at such a disadvantage at this track. That really sucks.
4. Working the bottom inside.
That is 100% why he turns so hard there and stuff. See if we can cut under him.
Flag this time. Outside.
Try not to spin it, but we're under him.
Outside on your quarter. Clear. 22, 25.
Try to hold it at his left rear. I don't want to hit him or anything. I'll be fine taking a third place though, but man, I feel like we should have gotten second out of that with that guy having that black flag. That's unfortunate. Because second place is at such a huge disadvantage. So good race. At least we finished this one.
And those are interesting restarts there.
Yeah, if I would have tried to keep up with him, I would have gotten a black flag. That's why I was so far back. He's turning down really hard to keep the 50, but such a shorter distance.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, I didn't know if you could say side by side or what would happen there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've had it happen in like a Gen 4 race last season on dirt where I was keeping up with the leader and I got a black flag because I was going too fast.
Here we come, guys. 10 away.
No, you can't go 5 over. You can't.
5 away.
I've gotten a black flag from that.
Their gates up. They're already loaded.
At pace at the starting box, yeah, but it'll give you a black flag. It's annoying as hell, but
Just park it there.
whatever. We get third. I'm happy with that, honestly. We didn't hit any X's out of the whole thing, which was really nice. We can go back to the beginning. I want to see what some of these incidents were up front early on. The 10 and the 1 pulls up there and then just gets rear-ended. That's what happened to him. He like got up in line where he could and then just got shipped by the 13, so that was unfortunate for him. I know we had a caution and it happened to be because of the 13. He just spun it out on the exit there. And then the 7 car here, I know that he got hit in the left rear there. Is this where the wreck kind of happened? The 7 was really low for them being 3 wide, so that's kind of like a racing thing. Or on the 7, maybe he didn't know they were 3 wide. The 22 was in his line fine. The 10 was in his line fine, so, and the 7 was completely cut down. So I kind of say that's on the 7, like either not knowing they were 3 wide still, but he came right down onto the nose of the 22 regardless. 22 held his line. So that's like more on him. I'm shocked that he was able to work his way back forward like he did, honestly. And then we had a long green flag run, which was a lot of fun. 7 almost getting used up there by the 6. 13 and the 14. The 14 turned down like he was driving in the normal lane, but there was a car under him. 3 car, gonna smack the wall. Oh, he's the one that brought out the caution at 50. Oh, man. Saw your message. I think so. I'm not risking it. I'm not getting the black flag on a green-white checkered. I don't really care as much, honestly. He's trying to help me, which I understand, but I've gotten... Oh, damn, he was just trying to miss a wreck, and that sucks. But it's not worth the black flag. Oh, my God, they're still wrecking. They wrecked super hard here, and this was... There's 60 laps in this race. Yeah, this put us to the green-white checkered, basically. Oh my God, multiple people sliding right there, and then the 12 car lost it. See, this is what my rear end looked like on that last race. Good win to Russell there. He was very fast. 12 car, oh, he just spun it himself, and then got clipped by the 2 and the 16. 16 lost his bump, made him lose his bumper, and that's exactly what happened to me turn 1. When you don't have a bumper, your rear end has no grip at all, and it just slides straight out on you. You don't have any control of it. Like, he was going slow there too, which is crazy. And then what happened? This was under pacing. Did he just gas it? Yep, just gassed it up and lost control there under pacing. This guy, he got his back end fixed a little bit, but it's still really messed up. Luckily, it didn't bring out another caution or anything because he's in dead last, so I'm happy about that. But man, like, the restart at the end really sucked. But I understand more why he made that huge cut down. That's why I really wish that we were... Oh my God, they're wrecking coming to the line. I really wish that we would have stayed in third, but that 11 car had that black flag and pitted just so he could either just not be in the way or anything like that. So unfortunate for us that we had to start second and lost a lot of time, but we finished third. Good race. I'm very happy about that. I will take it. So let's go see what we end up gaining out of the results. Well, we gained 54 out of that 124 I lost in the last race, unfortunately, but had a good race. We had a 0x throughout the entire thing. 10 car was very fast. He got the lead really early and just led the rest of it. And the 9 car got by us there right at the end with that restart. So it makes sense why I was able to keep up with the 11 better on that second one with him doing that cut down. We were able to get up to the side of the 11 there and stuff. But him getting that black flag really sucks, which he definitely jumped, I think, way before the 10, but I think he could have gotten the black from the speeding as well. But it is what it is. I just didn't want to risk the black flag. I was sticking that 50 miles an hour the best I could, and because I had that happen to me when we did the Gen 4 at Bristol last season on dirt with Gavin. I was side by side with him. He was the control car, and we launched the exact same time, but I kept up with him, like even with him, but I wasn't going the exact miles an hour it was saying, so I got the black flag. Didn't want to risk it here on a green-white checkered like that because I was just going to lose all the spots, and that would have really sucked. I didn't need to lose more iRating than we already have in the last couple races. So iRating is just a number anyways. I'm not too worried about it, but it sucks just constantly losing because of dumb stuff happening. But Dega, that's just Dega. I'm not mad about that. The other one with the guy's stuff disconnected, that's just awful luck. Like, that's just me having zero luck at all. And we need to try to gain that back at least because that was unfortunate. That shouldn't have happened. We lost our 4K in the Dega race and then all the way down to 38. Got back to 39 here at least. So had a good run. Very happy about that. IRP is a very tough track. So if you run it, take caution like all around. I ran my best lap on the last lap too, funny enough, but I'll show it a lot of people actually. But yeah, take caution and be very careful in the race. Easy to spin out and easy to hit each other. So just try to be careful, and you could have a decent race if you can keep a 0x. And we had a long green flag run, which was nice, and we had really good tires. So my strategy of keeping my tires under me worked very well. Very happy about that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.